Life with Tahj and Mir. Y'all know me. It's Tahj.
And it's Mir.
I missed y'all so much. I'm sorry we haven't did a video in months, but life began in a way. Here from library.
Oh, it's Mike. Shout out to my boy Mike.
He is playing a game while we're doing this video because it's gonna do a quick little story time. This story time is going to be about my surgery that I got done about 2 months ago.
In July, the end of July.
In
well,
July.
The middle of July.
Yeah, pretty much the middle.
On the 17th, to be exact.
Of July. So, I had put on Instagram and Facebook, let everybody know I was getting the surgery done. But I ain't really getting into no details. And it's not secretive, so that's why we doing this story time.
Ooh.
So, the surgery I had to get done. Well, let me tell you what the problem was. The problem was I had a pilonidal cyst.
How you say it?
Pilonidal.
I thought it was like poly. Nah, I'm not even going to embarrass myself.
A pilonidal cyst.
Polygrid. That's. Continue.
Yes, which is, it is pretty much like a growth full of hair and skin that is directly on your tailbone that grows. Like some people's, like it's more common than people think, but I was the first person I knew that had it. And let me tell you how I found out I had it. So probably months ago, beginning of the year, I would do certain activities that caused for me to like bend or sit down, and I would feel pain like right on my tailbone, my butt crack. I'm gonna just say it, my butt crack. So I would feel pain right there, and I used to be like, why is my butt crack hurting? Like, this is so weird. So I would feel it, like I felt it one day, and I felt this lump. And I'm like, when I touched the lump, it hurt. So I knew it was something wrong. I'm like, what is this? So I went to Mir, was like, feel this. So he would feel it, and I jumped like, oh my God, it hurt when you touch it. Then
it just felt like a big, what you call them, blackheads or something? You know how like you got something under your skin and you squeeze it and you just wait for it to come to a head?
Like a boil. It felt like a boil, but
yeah, I guess that's the easiest.
Yeah, like a cyst. Cyst and boil is almost the same thing. So I thought that that's what it was going to be. So I was waiting for it to come to a head. So like it'll pop or something. It just never did. It just hurt. Like then eventually I noticed it would go away. So I was like, that was weird. So I thought it was like a one-time thing. Weeks go by. Next thing you know, I feel it again. And I feel the pain. And I'm like, this ain't right. I would put hot compresses on it. All that type of stuff. It just never popped. It never did anything. It just would get big, go back down. Get big, go back down. Until one day, the pain just was like so excruciating. I'll never forget it. I was going to work. No, I was at work. I couldn't even walk. Like, I couldn't walk. It was hurting so bad. And they sent me home. They was like, yeah, you might just go home because you can't do nothing. As I had to like, sit on my side because I drive myself. Clearly, but when I was driving home that day, I had to sit.
You didn't drive home. Oh, okay, maybe you did.
You talking about another story?
Yeah,
that'll be another story time. Talking about another time, but I had to sit on my side, so I'm in the car like laying on the side like this while I'm driving, which is very dangerous. Don't do that at home, guys. And I was crying like.
Unless you got skills. I got skills. I can drive sitting on my head.
I was stop playing. I was crying like. So Jameere's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "My butt crack is hurting. Like this is not right." So I go. He like, "Come on, you want to go to the hospital?" I'm like, "I have to. I don't like going to the hospital." Anybody who knows me knows that I hate going to the hospital. Oh, I did not want to go, but I knew it was something wrong. So we go to the hospital. This nurse pissed me off so bad. She pressed down directly on it.
Oh, first of all, hold on. Rewind a little bit, because mind you, this is in July, so it's in the middle of like all this COVID.
No, this is before July, because my surgery was scheduled in July. No, but it was beginning of COVID stuff.
So she had to go back by herself.
I had to go in the hospital myself.
We walked into the emergency room, and it was just like, y'all here separate? And I was like, nah, that's my wife. They was like, all right, boy, you can wait outside. They was like, you can wait outside. I was like, well, like, can I stand? She was like, no, you got to clear the door. I literally had to go, like,
back to the car.
Just sit in the car.
I was real pissed off because I was
scared.
And she
a baby. She don't like going nowhere by herself.
Don't play with me.
No,
don't play with me because I'm really a thug for real.
Oh, all right.
Okay. Anyway, I was just scared that they was going to try to do something right then and there, and I was going to be by myself.
Like brain surgery or something. We watch Grey's Anatomy.
So they took me back there, made me undressed. So the lady is like, where's the pain at? Mind you, the cyst, you can't see it. It's not really visible.
Yeah, it's
under my skin. Like, you have to feel it. So she went to press down on it hard as SHIT, and I cussed this lady out. Like, I just told you it was hurting. I just told you it's excruciating at that. Like, why would you press down on it? Oh, I'm sorry. Da, da, da. She was like, well, nothing's coming out. I know nothing's coming out. I've been going through this for weeks. Like, I know what's going on. Like, I just want to know what it is. So she was like, well, we can't lance it because, it's nothing. Yeah, okay. Like I said, obvious. So she gives me some paperwork and some freaking ibuprofen, which ain't do nothing. And I end up just going to my primary care physician, and he referred me to my surgeon, which is, y'all need to know his name. But I went to go see my surgeon.
And we don't have nothing to give to anybody, so.
I went to go see my surgeon, and he was like, yeah, so you have a pilonidal cyst, and he tells me what it is. He tells me where it's located and how to get it out. So he's like, well, it's not infected, and it's not like, it doesn't have no pus or anything in there, so I can't lance it right now. I'm like, okay.
He's right in front of you, bro. Do you not see him? Why do you let him kill me?
I hate this game. I really do. I hate that he plays the game, but whatever. So, he's like, you gonna have to get it surgically removed. I'm like, what? Surgery? I ain't never had a surgery in my life, yo. I really don't go to the hospital unless I'm really, really in pain. I ain't never broke a bone. I don't do hospitals, and I definitely don't want to start doing surgery. So I was like, you sure? He was like, yeah, you gotta get a surgery done. My god sister was with me when we went to the doctor, so he showed her where he was going to do it at, and
was I at work? Yeah. I might have been at work. I'm always at work.
He was like, I gotta make an incision from like here. All right, y'all. This I'm put over here. This is the top of my butt crack, like the very top, and like right there to the middle of like my butt. Which is why I will not be showing y'all no pictures, nothing, because of where it's located. Simply because where it's located. Other than that, I really wouldn't care. But yeah. So I'm like, that was in March. I went to go see it March or May, one or the other. I know that's a big gap, but I know it's one of the months.
So that was the first time you went?
That was the first time I went to go see the surgeon.
So it wasn't bothering her.
It went away for a while.
Yeah, like even to the point where before she got up into her surgery, it really wasn't bothering her at all.
Yeah, but he told, like he said, if he didn't do the surgery and he did not remove the pit of it, it would constantly keep coming back.
Right.
And I've noticed since the beginning of the year that it will go away, come back, go away, come back. And I'm like, I'm not doing this for the rest of my life. I'm not going the pain is just ridiculous. You don't realize like how much you use certain things until it's hurting. Like I did not realize how much like it hurt to sit down, use the bathroom, like certain things in that area until it was hurting.
So we like, we like to do stuff. So obviously like, as far as plans for the summer, everything like that. As soon as COVID hit, all that stuff went out the window. So we were just talking, and I told her, I was just like, you were probably going to be down for most of the summer getting this surgery. Since nobody is really outside and there's nothing you can do, you might as well do it now and get it over with. Not knowing, obviously, how long this stuff was going to last as far as COVID, but we figured, so when it's time to go back outside, everybody pop back out. You better pop out with them. So I was like, you should probably just schedule for your surgery. Now I was working from home. Well, I am still working from home currently, but I've been working from home for like 6 months now. But I had just got home, started working from home now. So I'm like, I'm going to be here, so it's easier now rather than you having to recover or having, whether it be my grandmama or her mom, come sit with her. I'm like, I'll be home. Worst case scenario, I'll be around to get you what you need, even if I still gotta work. So we like, all right, call and see when you can schedule your surgery to see when they thinking they're gonna do it. So we're thinking, with all these hospitals and stuff like that, like, oh, well, we not doing surgeries right now, or like we got surgery scheduled and we got to get to those people first. So I'm like, all right, well, call. She calls. The lady is like, well, he's probably going to see me again. It's been a while. So she goes in.
This
again.
Was in June.
Yeah, no.
This was in June when I went back.
Middle, end of June.
Yeah,
end of June. So she's like, all right, well, she goes in, and then obviously, of course, I can't go in with her again. And she comes out and she like, so yeah, they booked my surgery for like 2 weeks from now or something like that. It might have been early July, babe.
It wasn't, because it was the end of June, like the last week of June.
But
or it might have been like the first week of July.
Yeah, I think it was early because we literally had like a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks max
to prepare
for you to get it. Yeah, so I really think it was the first part of July, maybe like midway or like the end of the first week or something like that. Because we didn't have a lot of time to get ready.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so they gonna do the surgery like in a week? Like,
she was like,
yeah,
we're gonna
get you up to it or nothing.
I'm like, the 17th, that's 2 weeks from now. It's like the beginning of the week prior to. She was just like, yeah, and we're gonna need you to self quarantine like a whole week before you get your surgery done. I'm like, what? Like, I literally work. Like, I can't just. But my job already knew my situation because I was always in pain with stuff. So I like kept them informed of certain stuff, and they already knew I had to get the surgery done. It's just nobody knew when. So when they sprung the date on me, it was like, okay,
dang, like that's tomorrow,
right? So I went to work. Like, I think I went on a Thursday, yeah, because my doctor is only in that office on Thursdays. I went to the office that Thursday.
And
I go back to work. Friday was my last day. Like, I told my job, like, they told me all next week I have to be home. So, like, tomorrow's my last day. They was cool or whatever. So, that was it. And then the week after that, I had got my test done, my COVID test, and I stayed home. I prepped. I bought us all the stuff that we needed. At least I tried. I got keys.
Oh, yeah, because for sure, boy, I'm not the cooker.
He can't cook, y'all. I'm pretty sure, like,
I can make stuff.
I gained like 20 pounds.
I can make stuff.
I gained 20 pounds.
But she don't want the stuff that I can make, like.
Which is what?
Canned raviolis.
know I'm not eating no raviolis.
And hot dogs and eggs.
I eat hot dogs, but don't nobody want hot dogs 5 days a week.
And does you want no pizza?
And eggs, like, do y'all hear all the weird stuff? Like, don't nobody want that? No, he can't cook. So, like, I just want to give a big thank you to my mom and his grandmother. They helped me out so much, and my god sister, like, those, my ride or die. Kanaya helped me too, my sis. Like, when it came to food, taking me to appointments, helping me with showers.
I did everything else. I just didn't cook, though.
He did a lot. He did a lot. But you did have to work.
You
had to work a lot of the time. He definitely was my nurse throughout all of this. He helped me with, once again, showers, getting dressed, my dressing my wound, all that type of stuff. He did a lot. But, I just want to shout out everybody who helped me.
I just want to give everybody else their credit first. Bet. It's a bet.
First of all, Jameere, you have behind be doing stuff. I hate that. You help me in the shower, but I can't even like lotion my body down or nothing, so I'm ashy, y'all. I'm so ashy.
Hold on, time out. No.
He would not.
No. Let's we not gonna act like I just left Shorty with the with the reptile skin. Like,
what you do?
I ain't give her alligator skin.
What you do?
But hold on, y'all gotta remember.
It took from my mom.
Hold on. It's in the middle of the summer. It gets hot during the day, even with the air on it. It get mad hot during the day. So why I can't put mad lotion on you for it to just run down into your incision? Mind you, she got sent home. She got sent home with stitches, but it's literally a hole. Like, you can't have lotion running.
So my surgery
hole.
day, surgery day came. I had to be at the hospital at like 5 something in the morning. He couldn't go with me, of course. He couldn't come in and drop me off. So I'm in there talking to all the nurses. I had my phone. I was chilling. I was kind of nervous because, like I said, I never had a surgery before. So I knew he once again reminded me of like the incision and where it was going to be. I was going to be put under anesthesia. So I honestly do not remember nothing after I switched my clothes, put my gown and stuff on.
You texted me, said I'm going in.
I texted him and told him I was going in the back. I remember it was cold. I remember them hooking me up to the IV, putting some stuff on my legs. I wrapped me in some blankets or whatever. And I was talking to the anesthesiologist, and he was like, you haven't put on anesthesia? I was like, no. He was like, yeah, it's gonna happen fast. You're not gonna remember. I was like, all right. I was still nervous. So they start taking me back into this room. I'm looking up. It's cold. Honestly, I do not remember. From that point on, I remember going into the room. I don't remember after that. I don't know what happened. All I know is when I woke up, I heard a nurse saying, hey, Miss Brown, hey. She was like, it's time to get up. I'm looking around like, where the hell am I at? Because I just didn't remember what happened. So she was like, yeah, we're about to, your surgery went well. We're about to call your husband, tell him he can come pick you up. I'm like, what? Like, I'm really confused. Like, I'm like, what are you talking about? Okay. So she's like, come on, we're going to stand you up so I can help you get dressed. She helped me get dressed. I didn't feel anything. I didn't even remember nothing about the surgery. I know they wheeled me down the wheelchair, down to the car. I got in the car with Jameere. And I remember coming home. That's all I remember.
There you go.
I don't know what happened that day. I think my mom and Jazz came over. But other than that, I don't remember. It wasn't until like days after I started feeling like the pain and the stitches back there. So for about the first 2 weeks, I had like 8 or 9 stitches.
I don't know how many. Hold on,
It was about 8 or 9.
Rewind real quick.
From, like I said, the top of my tailbone, the top of my crack to like the bottom of my crack. Like,
all right, so rewind. The doctors was mad nice. I low-key almost had a traumatizing experience. So I'm just chilling, like I'm home. I had took off for the day. Mind you, I work from home, but I had took off. And my manager was cool. She knew. I took off work. So I'm just sitting there waiting and chilling and stuff. And this guy. So I'm just chilling, waiting. So I get a phone call. And obviously I know the answer because like I usually don't answer the phone ever, but it was a number. So I answer, and the doctor's like, yeah, is this he said my name or whatever. I'm like, yeah, I'm your wife's surgeon. And then he paused, and I'm like, this nigga done killed her. But then he's like,
and he knew that was one of my biggest fears, like being put under and not waking up, and they telling him like, yeah, she died. Like, that is not funny because
not
that
funny
happens to people.
I've been in that position.
And that's why I was very nervous. I was very scared.
Like, it's not funny at all. But
even though it was a minor surgery, things happen.
I was so nervous. He was like, "Oh nah, she's good. Like we'll be the nurses will call you in a little while to let you know that you can come pick her up." And I was like, "All right, bet." But bullshit have never paused like that.
Yeah, which is why, and like me saying
ever the pause.
Them telling me it was a minor surgery, like they ended up doing some things that like I don't know why or what. I know the day after my surgery, when I woke up, my throat was completely on fire. Like it hurt so bad. Whole time they end up telling me that they had to intubate me and put a tube down my throat. I don't know why. They never told me why.
Initially, she wasn't even supposed to go all the way under.
Yeah, they told me they told me I was gonna be awake a little bit. Then they was like, no, we gotta put you all the way under. And I was like, well, I would prefer to be asleep and not know. Because apparently they told me after I went to sleep, they all flipped me over to get me on my stomach. So that's why I was very confused. Like, if I'm on my stomach, how did y'all end up putting a tube in my throat? Did y'all flip me back? And I don't know. They never really told me. I just know my throat was so scratchy and painful for days. Then, like I had 8 or 9 stitches back there. They stayed in for weeks, and I think they hurt more than anything because they wasn't dissolvable. Like, they was scraping my skin up. They was hurting. I couldn't like lay down. I had to lay on my stomach and my side.
I don't know if anybody has ever had stitches, right? But you know how you go to the store and you get like a loaf of bread and it's the little tie joint around it. It literally just looked like bunch of them black joints, and they just like
it looked like they
sewed her up with
my cheeks, both of my butt cheeks at the top. They literally closed them. Like, you could not see my crack at all. They closed them with, like, just like this. And stitches going through right here. Like, a bunch of them going through just like that. And then as the days go by, like, it started to try to come apart. So the stitches were hurting. And I was like, they got to take these things out. So eventually he took the stitches out. And I felt every bit of them. But I had a hole in my butt crack. So he pressed down on it really hard, got all of whatever liquid.
Are you talking about when you went to the follow-up?
Yeah, when I went to the follow-up, whatever was out. And he was like, yeah, so I'm going to sit you out for another 3 weeks. And 3 weeks it was. So I was out for a total of, 7 weeks? 7 weeks.
Yeah, something like that.
7 weeks I was out. And just recently it started to heal. Like it would, you can literally see in the inside of me. It was very graphic and very nasty. It was a hole
like this big.
It was a hole.
And then one day it was just like,
he said it has to heal on its own from the inside out. And that's what it started doing. But it wasn't painful afterwards. I really think it was the stitches that hurt the most. The first 2-3 weeks were the worst for me. Other than that, I was doing good. I was all right. Now it don't hurt no more. I'm not in pain. I still am a little bit scared of like bending over too hard or something like that.
Even though she doesn't, because she don't listen.
I don't, because
she's hard-headed, bro.
I gotta do what I gotta do, period. But I do be scared because he did say, like, when it was still open, to be careful because I could literally split it back, like, more than everything that did heal, I could have split it. And then I'm back at square root one. And I didn't want that.
Dude, square one.
Okay. Same thing.
No,
they know what I'm saying. Square root, square.
No, it's square one. Square root is a math equation.
But anyway. Yeah. So,
I'm sick of this.
I do, like I said, want to give a thank you to my support system. My mom cooked. His grandma cooked for a couple days. Jazz and Kanai would get me food when I needed it. DoorDash was literally my best friend.
Yeah, until they start messing the orders up.
Yeah, they pissed me off. One time, somebody stole my McDonald's. I was pissed off.
It was go.
It's not funny. I'm not even going to talk about it, but just know, DoorDash, count your days, because y'all be doing whatever. So, yeah, I'm here now. I'm feeling good. I'm all right. I'm almost like 100% healed. I'll probably say like 95% healed.
Oh, crap.
I'm very excited to be going back to work. I miss work. I've never felt like so useless in my life these past 2 months. Like, it was literally the worst, laying on my side and my stomach and just not doing nothing. Law & Order was my best friend. Hulu in general and Netflix were my best friend. Well, I don't really watch Netflix like that. I don't know why, but Hulu was definitely. And my iPad was my best friend. And yeah, it's pretty much just all I did. It took some while for me to regain like my strength in my legs and stuff back up, because me laying down for so long and not utilizing my body, it just caused, my doctor said if I would have stayed out any longer than what I would have, I probably would have eventually start getting like blood clots in my legs from the circulation, which I can understand why he said it, because I literally felt different, like trying to walk afterwards. Like my legs would weaken up really, really fast, or they would like be sore the next day because I haven't did it in so long. It was just a lot though. Like, it was a lot, but it could have been worse. So I am thankful for that. Definitely thankful for that. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me, y'all. But we gotta get back in the swing of things. For real, I really want y'all.
Oh my God, bro.
To start. We about to break into some teams, because I'm going to start some pranks, but I can't tell him. Oh, we're going to win. It's going to be good wins. So, Team Tahj and Team Mir. I don't know who's going to be on his team, really, honestly. But I need y'all to flood my Instagram and my Twitter or my Facebook or whatever and start helping me with some pranks. Because we gotta get it twalking.
Twalking?
Seriously. Yeah. So that has been the life, literally, of Tahj and Jameere for the last 2 months.
Oh my gosh, stay out of my way, bro.
This too, with the game. I'm tired of it.
Bro, I literally had nothing else to do.
Is there something else you want to say?
I'm good. Dummy.
Yeah. We want to thank y'all for rocking with us. Really do. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. I want y'all to talk Mirror into getting on TikTok. TikTok has also been my best friend. I ain't been dancing or nothing, but I be bagging up at some of the videos they be doing.
Bro, I do not want to be on TikTok. She can try to make me dance and stuff.
He's not a... Jameere is lame, y'all. He is...
that's so we're not going to do that.
He's boring. He don't do nothing.
That's what we're not going to do.
Literally, he don't do nothing. I am
an adult, just like most other adults. Nobody has time for lame dances or
but you
funny
got time.
videos.
But you got time to play this game.
Unless we
But you got time to play this game.
Unless we getting drunk.
But you got time to play this game. Speaking of which, oh my God, I can't wait to have a drink. I ain't drunk in like literally as long as I have been out for this surgery because I was
longer than
longer than that. So 3 months, which is not a bad thing, but I
need
it.
A little alky.
I need it.
I sent some alky in your blood.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah.
I see you looking. What you're looking at? You just gonna you can't.
You need to say something.
What you want me to say?
I don't know.
Oh, I mean, I'm just glad she got him. She healed. I'm glad she healed. I'm glad the surgery went well. Be blessed for real. And I'm glad she back cooking, bro, because y'all don't know. You know what I'm saying? But I've been in the gym and stuff, and I've been doing good, but the kid can't be lifting weights and doing cardio and eating cheeseburgers. It don't work like that. So, bruh needs some baked chicken, some fish.
We gonna do a cooking class, and I'm gonna teach him how to cook.
All right, hold on, time out. So let me clarify.
This video was supposed to be short.
It's a little long. Let me just clarify real quick. I'll let y'all go. I'm sorry for the faces but I have a potty mouth and I'm really not trying to cuss. I'm getting upset though. I can make stuff. I can. Like the average human in the frozen section, I'll cook it.
What?
Like chicken fingers, like stuff like that. But she said like, okay, wow, like you can cook a meal. I never needed to do that. Like I never, you know what I'm saying? Like I just.
And you got a nerve to be serious.
That's serious. Yo, why do I need to cook a whole meatloaf? Like, I don't need to cook a meatloaf.
Because
I'm not trying to roast the chicken. Like, come on, bro. Like, I can survive. But
bye, y'all. Bye. I'm not even gonna do this with him.
I can survive. Yo, no, I'm just saying, like frozen burgers. I can make frozen burgers and all that, but
I'm so glad y'all are still rocking with us.
That's twice.
Share.
That's twice. You keep playing me like a goofy, and I don't appreciate it. 2 times. Thanks for watching Life with Tahj and Jameere.